Hey everybody, welcome in. Welcome to the Spiritual View. I am Wendy, and I will be pulling some cards for a message from Spirit. We're following that new moon that we had last night on November 1st, that new moon in Scorpio. If you're new to the channel, please check out our daily videos and join us for our lives on Mondays and Fridays. The Monday live starts at 10 a.m. Eastern, and the Friday live starts at 6 p.m. Eastern. If you like this video, please remember to subscribe, like, share, and comment. We always love to hear your guys' comments and ideas and things that you'd like us to be reading about or doing our monthly specials on. So please feel free to comment. And let's see what wants to come in, what message wants to come through following that new moon and key in Scorpio. Let's see. Okay, we have keeping up, immense effort, and advance. It's always tea time, eternity, endless moments, repetition. I think some people have been kind of repeating lessons, right? Having to do things kind of over again. You can feel a little relentless, like you're in a time loop almost. Lead the way, be a leader, show others how it's done. You can help others. Love that. I think I got that last week too. All right, so can sometimes feel like, you know, you're not keeping up with what you want to be doing, and that maybe you're just kind of repeating the same things over and over again. But I feel like you're going to break through that, and be able to lead the way and show others how it's done. So that's really cool. All right. Let's see, message through, and I'll pull cards from underneath as well, which is just the energies that are around you, whether you're aware of them or not. Hope everybody had fun over the holiday with Halloween and Day of the Dead and all of that. I know we were talking yesterday about kind of the thinning of the veil and protections and things that you can do. So I hope everybody had a fun, safe holiday. But let's see where we're going. Right. Okay, we've got that devil underneath, that casting a shadow, maybe having some doubts. You've got the Queen of Wands, though, looking, trying to stay true to what you want, what your passions are, right? And communicating that. Got the Three of Wands underneath, which is manifesting, right? The ask. And we've got the Queen of Pentacles underneath, setting that foundation, right? Being really steady, being that rock. Maybe that is somebody around you as well. Also the Four of Pentacles underneath, kind of that stuck energy, but not because you have to be stuck, but just kind of from a lack of moving forward. Okay, got, the Hermit, introspection, really thinking about what it is that's important to you. That is really hitting me with the Scorpio new moon, just because, you know, it's kind of a time where it's calling for all of us to really look inside of ourselves and really dig into those deep feelings of what's important to us and what we really want, right? We also have death, transformation, change wants to happen. Okay. Let's see. So we have the Eight of Cups. Some of you are going to be leaving a relationship. Five of Wands. Page of Swords. Okay. Let's see. Chariot. Four of Swords. 10 of Swords. Yeah. Ace of Wands. Good news. Okay. Page of Pentacles. And Temperance. Okay, and I'll pull a few more cards in a little bit. So let's start with that Eight of Cups, Five of Wands, and the Page of Swords. Okay, so some of you are definitely having to leave a relationship behind. So it's just not it's not fulfilling you, it's not serving its purpose here. Okay, so we've got that Eight of Cups, you're gonna be leaving that person behind. You've got this kind of confrontational. So I feel like you're gonna have some kind of argument, or you're gonna talk to this person. I feel like this is like the breakup kind of being laid out, but it's also bringing in a message of your truth and what you really want. So even though that is actually, I think that's happening a lot for a lot of people, especially with this Scorpio new moon, where you're realizing that if you're in a relationship and it's just not really that deep or meaningful for you, you need to break away from it and let go so you can allow something better to come in, right? And with these next cards, we've got the Chariot, the Four of Swords, and the Ten of Swords. So feeling like this is going to be happening really soon, really quickly. You really need to take care of yourself. It can feel really devastating, I mean, having to break up with somebody often does, right? I mean, remember, swords are thoughts. So this isn't an actual death or anything. It's just feeling like, oh, now what? Now where do I go from here? But remember, you're doing this in the spirit of actually taking care of yourself, because this person isn't good for you anymore. So you need to be able to walk away. So don't be afraid of taking care of yourself, and walking away, even if it's not going to feel good right away. Eventually things will get better, where we see this Ace of Wands, the Page of Pentacles, and Temperance. Okay, so you have this like new relationship coming in, this new passion, this somebody you're going to be wanting to talk to all the time on the phone, and or seeing as much as possible, and just the conversation is just going to flow, right? There's this new person wants to come in, okay, and to help create balance for you, right? And remember, we had that Queen of Pentacles. I feel like this person will help create more stability, more balance. It's going to be more of a give and take with the relationship. So it's one-sided or shallow, right? And then you have Temperance. So you've got support, you need patience, it's going to be okay. I feel like this is that card where it's like, okay, even though, sometimes things can be, that transition and change is hard, we've got your back. I've got your back. So you have support there. I do feel like that devil energy that was underneath is definitely kind of that kind of foreshadowing of that having to break up. And I I always think it's so cool when everything just kind of fits. So let's look at some next steps. I'm just going to pull a couple cards for that. Okay. Ace of Swords, Seven of Cups, Ace of Pentacles. Wow. Okay. So that's three aces right there. Let's see what's underneath, and the Eight of Swords. Okay. So let's see. The only ace that is missing, yeah, is the Ace of Cups. And so sometimes that is the one you really need to pay attention to, is the one that didn't show up. And the Ace of Cups is obviously a new love relationship. So that totally makes sense too. Okay, so we've got the Ace of Swords, the Seven of Cups, the Ace of Pentacles, and the Eight of Swords underneath for next steps. So that, again, is starting on a new path of your new truth. What is really meaningful to you, what matters to you, right? Having all kinds of choices, all kinds of different paths you could take, all these different possibilities. So, once we start to make a change, and we close one door and open another, we actually realize it's not just one other door that opens, it can be many other doors that open, right? So we have many different choices ahead of us. But knowing what your path is, then you're going to be drawn to one just naturally. And as I've said many, many times before, there's no wrong path. It's just making a decision to take that step forward, and not making a decision also puts you on another path. So you always have a choice, and you can always switch paths. And every path you go down, there's a lesson at some point. There's some reason why you needed to go down that path, whatever it was, even if it's just to say, oh, I don't want to do this, and to start on a new. Okay. We also have that Ace of Pentacles. Again, kind of starting a new path with new stability, new abundance coming in. So all good things. What I know some people might be concerned about is this Eight of Swords underneath, just kind of feeling stuck. And I have felt this too. And I feel I've heard from other people too that they've been feeling just kind of like not knowing when to take that next step. And I think it's now. Now is when you're being asked for it. And although I don't think things are going to show up necessarily in like the next week or two, it might be in the next 3 to 6 months, but we are creating that space. I mean, gosh, it's been coming for weeks for us, right? Where I've been talking about creating space for the next thing that wants to come in, and this new relationship that wants to come in. And it's just reminding us, it's like, yeah, all of this stuff, it's starting to really gear up and it's starting to ramp up. And I think with this Chariot energy, I feel like things are starting to move faster than they were before. So we really want to be in that mode of self-care, taking care of ourselves, really doing that, kind of deep dive within ourselves of really figuring out what it is we want, what are we manifesting. Think big, ask big. This is all big energy that's been coming in. I mean, having these three aces, I've got several major arcana in here. I mean, just, really try to ground yourself and dive into the energy and really give it some thought, and really don't be afraid to put it out there what you want. Even like say out loud what it is that you want, so that it can kind of get the ball rolling, and then start taking steps towards that, and things are just going to start coming together. I really do believe that. So let me see if I can just pull one kind of timing card. Let's see when we might see some kind of a big shift. It's a little bit more obvious. Let's see if Spirit wants to share that with us. It can be a little cagey sometimes. Let's see. Yep, they'll be cagey again. So I got the Magician, which is yourself. So you will know when that big shift happens, okay? Overall, I feel like there's a lot of exciting change, a lot of exciting stuff that's going to be happening. I know the ladies on the channel have all been feeling it and experiencing it and talking about it, that we can feel like this energy. It's like we're putting in the work now, but things are going to be changing, and it feels like some really big things are going to be happening and getting better. So I'm really looking forward to the next 6 months, and I hope that you are too. Thank you so much for joining me. If you like this video, please subscribe, share, like, and comment, and I will see you guys next time. Thanks. Bye.